Hey there, I wanted to take a couple of minutes and show you something that I work with a lot of my clients on, and that's mobility work. Part of what happens for a lot of people in certain professions, I have some hairdressers, I have waiters and waitresses, I have plumbers, I have all kinds of occupations. I also have a lot of athletes that complain about wrist pain and challenges that they have. Some of my cyclists recently, one of them mentioned some wrist pain, and she thought it may have happened doing some work in the gym, pulling a bar out of a rack and having it land on her chest a little bit. And there's a challenge with the wrist. And she also cycles. And part of the position in cycling, while you're on the bike or if you're a spin instructor, you're in a forward head posture, rounded shoulders. But you're also putting a lot of loading on the forearms and wrists. So depending upon how you hold those handles for hours of cycling, you can build up a lot of tension. And that tension, is felt through the wrists and forearms. And so what I do is build some stretching. Now I have added this particular stretch recently. Really helps to loosen up the wrists a great deal. So we'll do part one of it. And again, I envision when I do a lot of things so that people are familiar with the movement with a clock. And so what we're going to do is we're going to work on the stretching of the wrist. And I'll do my right side first, but I'm going to extend the arm out. Notice I have the elbow locked in position here. I'm going to have the fingertips pointing towards me. I don't want to be here on the knuckles. I want to be out here as my hand lies, palm up. And I'm going to drive my arm straight down from here into the ground at the 12 o'clock position. And I'm going to inhale and exhale using deep diaphragmatic breaths. I'm going to rotate and move that wrist around towards 10 and 9 o'clock as I bounce and push into it. And you want to apply enough pressure here so you can feel it stretch. And you want to move all the way around from the 9 o'clock position past 12 again towards 1, 2, and 3. And anything beyond that, obviously you're not going to feel any pressure. So we want to rotate internally here at the shoulder. And you want to press that wrist down towards the floor. And you want to close that little bit of a gap here between the wrist and the floor. You're going to feel a great deal of pressure there. So that's going to stretch out this top portion of the forearm. The next step is to externally rotate that arm all the way so the fingertips are pointing towards you. And we're going to extend out and push down into the ground. Again, shoulder and body are behind the elbow. I don't want to be here. I want to have my fingertips out here. You're going to find a spot that will allow you to put it down on the ground. And you want to try to duplicate as much of that around the clock pattern. Now, obviously, if the fingertips are pointing at 6 o'clock, you go towards 3, it's really easy. But as I rotate back in, it's very, very hard to do. I want to inhale and exhale. Get 2 to 3 deep diaphragmatic breaths per position. Hold this. You might spend anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes there working to get that wrist flexibility. I will do independent forearm work when I train in the gym, just indirectly grabbing bars over years. Your forearms, your flexors, extensors get very, very strong. But you want to spend some time working and stretching the mobility in all of these areas. So we would do both arms just like that. Now, in one of the other videos, I show how to use a ball for a lacrosse ball for smashing. So basically, we want to smash the muscle, break up some of that fascial tissue in the area, and then we want to go through the process of stretching. So smash and stretch some of your target go-to areas daily so that you can get that mobility back in place so that you can continue to stay in the game. You can continue to avoid having any pain or any challenges in some of the muscle groups in the body. My name is Emile Jarreau, aka Mr. Fat Loss. I'm at M2 Fitness Pros LBC in Long Beach on Pine Avenue. Take a look at us, give us a call. Numbers probably right down below in this video. Okay? Peace. Love you lots. Keep training.